Hello, everyone. It's now 7:46 p.m. in the evening. I think I dozed off and fell asleep at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock, and slept till I think 7 o'clock or something or after 7 o'clock. So I was very sleep deprived, and I still feel a little deprived. So it's not supposed to be as cold tonight, but it's raining all night. It's not supposed to be as cold, but it's raining all night. And it's like, wow, if I would have known that, I would have tried to get help with the hotel room. So still nothing for the shelters, as far as I know. I called 211, and the lady directed me to this phone number, but she told me that I have to wait until tomorrow to call. So I can't go back to that shelter because I know it's bad gang stalking over that at that shelter that I tried to go to yesterday. And then they try to lie and say that they had no room. I wasn't, I didn't want them to keep playing those games with me, and then I also didn't want for them to do like a mental health setup scenario, to try to set me up to get jailed or institutionalized. So it looks like I'm in a safe spot until, and the online perps probably already know, and fraudulently and illegally stalking everything I do, and then publicly report amongst each other all of my activities, even if I try to hide it. They're the ones who try to put it out in the open. So so it's like they really wanted to make sure that they can seal the deal for me to be banned from everywhere in Pensacola, that they're perverted enough that they're finding out where I take showers at, and where I which hotels I'm staying at, or what restaurants I'm eating at, and it's not their business. So everybody wants me wrongfully punished for reporting on and speaking about narcissistic abuse and gang stalking activities, whether it be online or in person. So I guess that's what I have to deal with. If I expose the truth about gang stalking activities, then I'm not gonna be silent. They want me wrongfully banned forever from such and such place if I expose that place for gang stalking. So the online perps are helping, and they probably lie and say that they're related to me or something like that, because how did they get I thought hotels weren't supposed to tell outsiders where you're at because of human trafficking purposes. So hotels they're not supposed to feed into any information from outsiders trying to call and say, they say that they're not supposed to confirm or deny that you stay there, and that they're not supposed to even tell anyone that you stay there. More than one hotel has told me that. So the online perps, they'd be like, well, I know what hotel you're staying at, or I know that that you ate at this restaurant, or they report it amongst each other and gossip amongst each other. So as I said, I would have hoped that it would not have been as easy for them to figure out. Oh well, this is where she swims and showers at, or this is what hotel she stays at. And and they act like they think they got the authority to do this to me. And it's like some of them I never, y'all got so much hatred and vitriol towards me, and I never did y'all, a lot of y'all, anything. But y'all started the trouble first, and then I strike back, and then y'all trying to be like, well, y'all playing like y'all the victim and be like, well, oh, you did X, Y, Z to me. Well, if you wouldn't have started this, that to me, I would not have had to strike back and do X, Y, Z back to y'all. So, dang. Good thing it's not too cold tonight, but it's still gonna be cold. But that caught me off guard because and they must have switched it because I know I sent out a community post talking about, showing y'all proof of the severe weather or bad weather, and I totally forgot, and I meant to ask for help with the hotel room. What time is it? 7:52 p.m. Well, the buses, certain bus lines run all night, but I'm not sure. I don't think all of them do, but I guess there will still be hope for me to. I don't think I can get to that extended stay, but I don't know what hotel I can go to around here that would be that I can go to, or how much it would cost for me to go to a hotel room and get out of the rain. Otherwise, I would have to be stuck out in the rain. So it seems like, the online gang stalkers are stalking everywhere I go, all my movements and activities, and they're also stalking. They're stalking all my movements and activities from the videos that I post. But I don't see that happening to other targeted individuals. And other targeted individuals, they get support. They get people who have their back, who know and believe that they're targeted. But they had somebody on TikTok that claimed to be a narcissistic abuse victim that calls herself sorry not sorry or something like that. And I never did her anything, but she got hateful and unfollowed me on TikTok for no reason. I don't know if she got offended or annoyed at me asking for help out of the bad weather. I don't know if she, I don't know, but I never messaged her, but I liked and favorited a few of her posts and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, I thought we were all in this struggle together, but she probably might be a pretend narc victim that's a narc herself. And those are the ones with the addictive knowledge on narcissistic abuses. They'd be the exploitative narcs themselves. So, yeah, the online perps, they're falsely accusing me of being a pity prostitute and stuff like that. Other targeted individuals, they don't get called a pity prostitute. But see, if they say, well, I'm on the verge of homelessness myself or whatever, but if they have a house and a car, I don't know how they're able to keep up. If a lot professed targeted individuals, the worst I've seen, if they got their car blown up or staged car accidents, or if they set your car up to not work, the way that you're manipulated and forced to have to do more repairs on your car and shell out more money and stuff like that. And in my case, even with cars that's not mine, if it's like a rental car or a cab that I would be trying to drive a cab or some taxi cab, and more than once that I think, or was it one time, I tried to drive a cab and they set me up with a bad car, or somebody didn't set you up with the flat tire and then blame you and lie and say, well, oh, that's because you've been riding through too many potholes. You've been riding over the potholes. No, I haven't. So they'll give you, like, when I was a taxi driver for a short time, they would do stuff like give me a car where all the all the lights come on, like check engine lights, this light, that light, all the lights on the dashboard would come on, and then they don't want to fix it while I'm or the car keep breaking down on me, and then they want to charge me for that, and then next thing you know, or like see they try to set me up with one tail light or strange headlight cars. With the last cab driving job that I tried, I told them about it. Oh, we were aware of that. Like, why you set me up in a car like that? So I can never do cab driving again because they always have set me up with a messed up vehicle, and then they leave deliberately and on purpose, leave me stranded, and nobody want to help me get the car fixed. And then like what happened with that cab, or was it Star Cabs in Metairie with Brittany, what she did in Louisiana. Brittany, after I turned the cab car in, what they did to me was the day after, the car kept breaking down on me, and then after I turned in the car, then the day after they fixed up the car well enough that there was another cab driver driving like crazy, and like driving so good in that car, like as if nothing was wrong with it. So the gang stalkers don't want you to work. They don't want you to be productive. They don't want you to be independent because they're all about total control. And then they reverse it on you and lie and say that you're lazy and don't want to go get a job. But y'all see the heavy gang stalking when I go job hunting in the online person being like, yeah, well, Candy went to go and apply. Like, it's like they act like they have the authority to report everything you do. So it's like they're doing like an online cyber version of the Truman Show, like as if my life is a movie, and they don't take my life seriously. They don't value my life. They take everything for a joke. They think destroying me is funny. And the fake TI perps are more brutal than the regular ones. You know, so I keep on trying to go get jobs or trying to go stay in a shelter or something. They deny me or make up a lie that I can't stay there, or, you know, they'll reject me from jobs. And if I do get one, or if I do stay in a shelter, they got the gang stalking set up to mob me out of there, or make up a lie for an excuse to throw me out, or they manipulate me to have to get, you know, that to leave, or that I can't stay there. Just like what happened at the shower in the lockers before I left Pensacola. You know, they scapegoated and lied on me about the water on the floor when everybody does it. So and the online gang stalkers threaten to call up the pool area. They threaten to call up, and when they say, oh, well, she's lucky I didn't call up such and such a place. It ain't your problem. It ain't your business. It ain't your problem. It ain't your authority. So I mean, they got people destroying me and treating me like an enemy, and I never did them anything wrong. I don't even know you, and then it's like I've been seeing these people been stalking me for maybe. May I have your? So yeah, I mean, if they've been reporting on me for 4 or 5 months, and I'm just stumbling upon their comments, their hate comments, and it's like, it's okay for y'all to be prejudiced of somebody labeled mentally ill, but then y'all falsely accusing me of being prejudiced of certain people and stuff like that, you know, or thinking that I'm better than other people and stuff like that, and that's not the case at all. So people act like as if they're sick and tired of me talking about this or complaining about this, but yet they keep on militantly stalking me for years. They're trying to force control and change me. And I'm exhausted and tired by their, you know, harassment and stalking and abuse. and not really having really anybody to come to my defense. So it seemed like I got a lot of fakes and haters, fake supporters and fake friends and fake haters. It's hard to find somebody genuine. I'm not saying that there is nobody genuine. I'm just saying it's very hard to find somebody that's genuine. And people would rather defend your enemies. And, so I'm, I need to think up a short story or two to write tonight. That's the least I can do as far as any work goes. And I'm also planning, I don't know if I'll do 2 short stories, but I would try to do 1 short story tonight. And I'm going to also, I'm going to also write a blog post, a nonfiction blog post about, my opinion about Cincinnati so far. So, yeah, I'm really scared to have to be out on the streets tonight. And I guess it's not too late for me to try to get help with the hotel room if possible. But then tomorrow and over the all weekend long, it's supposed to be scary because if I couldn't survive in like 39 and 40 degree weather and my toes were freezing, no way in hell could I survive in 22 degree weather. So, it's really hard. So y'all want to talk about me begging and scamming, but y'all make me forget that I'm an author sometimes. And the online gang stalkers, they look stupid. The fact that they talk about me being a poor writer or having bad grammar, and they talk about me being a poor writer with bad grammar, but as they're saying that, they're speaking with poor grammar and spelling and usage and punctuation and all of that. They don't, half the time they don't even know how to properly spell the word grammar. So they want to try to coercively control me and force me to stop writing and everything like that. So some people say, well, I'm surprised at how resilient you are. You're stronger than you know, and this and that, whatever. But I'm going to say again, it's like many people in the so-called TI community have flipped and turned. And almost everybody in the TI community has turned into perps. And then they have ones that's still going through it, but acting like perps, or they just don't want to be bothered with me, or they don't want to associate with me because of fake TI perps, the popular fakes in the TI community have, they have created their own false smear campaigns about me. So it's like nobody in the professed targeted individual community or narcissistic victim community, they don't want anything to do with me. And then the reason why is because they got the fake TI perps are narcissistic. So they smear and manipulate and convince and turn everybody against me. And that's why I really don't have nobody. And then they got so many flying monkeys and everything like that, and then they over exaggerate and lie and swear it's the truth. And somebody donated or helped me one time and they lied and said, well, I donated to her every week for over a year. That's not true. A one-time payment of $60, that's not, that was a single one-time payment, lifetime payment of one time of $60, and you lie and say that you've been helping me out every week. If you did that, then I wouldn't be crying out and needing help. Somebody on Twitter tried to lie and say that she was helping me out for a long time, and she only did a one-time payment of helping me out. So As I said, the gang stalkers, they have me blacklisted and they're blocking me from being independent. Earlier today, um, when I went to try to go fill out an application for a job, the white lady in that Chevy, the black vehicle with the Kentucky license plate and one headlight, I didn't realize that there was somebody in the building that was just got done talking with the manager and filling out an application when I walked in. And when I walked in, she just got done wrapping up talking to the manager, the hiring manager, and then she walked out and got into that exact vehicle. So if y'all wonder, they freaking gang stalking and workplace mobbing and profess targeting individuals, or the TI community or the fake TI perps manipulate other professed targets, that they try to manipulate and convince everybody that I'm pretending to be targeted, or that I'm faking being targeted, or that I'm paying people to believe that I'm targeted when I'm not, and stuff like that. I don't have money to be paying people to pretend to be targeted. I'm seriously going through this, and it's you who's who's doing perp stuff and faking and bullying people and lying on people and stuff, like, and being very abusive. So it's very hard to get help, any support, because I didn't burn my bridges, but the gang stalking, narcissistic smear campaigns, they burned my bridges. They burned my bridges from everybody, turn everybody against me, and then say, you burned your bridges. No, y'all did. Y'all burned my bridges. So I can't stay long talking. So if possible, I wish I could get help with the hotel room tonight. They say it's supposed to be like down to 49 degrees, and it's supposed to rain all night tonight. And I was wondering why the ground was wet, and it's supposed to rain all morning tomorrow, all the way to at least noon, and then later on tonight and Friday morning it's supposed to get down to 22 degrees and stuff. So I started, like, last night I started to feel like in the middle of the night I felt like I was in a freezer, and I don't really have the proper clothes or anything like that to with me. This is all I have is what I'm wearing, and so I don't have the proper to be able to go and I don't have a sleeping bag with me, and if I did, where to put it at or where to sleep at. So they're very messed up that they forced me out of Pensacola. And the pool and locker room incident, that was the last straw. And so it's like they create bogus lies on you, and falsely accuse and scapegoat you. And so the Edible Landscapes perp, he lied and said that I was trash talking the people at the pool while I was filming the video with the hot tub, which I don't recall saying anything in that video with the hot tub. The situation with the argument with the pool, that wasn't until just now. So I took that hot tub video way last year. So I'm gonna go, and thanks for any and all help.